Hello, it's me, Jess. Welcome to my channel. I'm here with another channeled message. This is a specific message. It might resonate with you. It might not. All right, so just bear with me here at the beginning, but whoever this message is coming in for, I feel like you've had some kind of shocking realization. I'm hearing, oh no. And it feels like it's just this aha moment that's so, it rocked you to your core. And I'm seeing the 9 of Swords in my mind. So I'm seeing you kind of sit up in bed when you realize it. So I don't know if you've been ruminating about this or thinking about this at night, but you've connected some kind of dots here and something clicked in for you and you realized like something about a person who approached you in the past and tried to get you on side and tried to get you to collude with them and to get around somebody's boundaries. And you're realizing something here about the nature of that person. And therefore you're realizing what you did and potentially like you put somebody here at real risk. And this is like a very good person. And it was whoever this person was targeting like through you. And possibly you put yourself at risk here because I think you've realized that this person is off their tree. Like in some aspects, this person is like obsessed and they're fixated and they approached you in bad faith and everything they told you was a lie. I feel like in order to kind of sane wash their mission to kind of get near this person. And I think you bought it hook, line, and sinker. And I think looking back on this situation, the way in which you were approached and what they were asking you to do, it was all like the wrong thing. And I think you know that you should have just taken a stance of like, listen, if somebody's held a boundary with you, then I'm happy to approach them and say that you approached me and that you would like to talk with them. But if it's a no from this person, right, wrong, or indifferent, it's a no from this person and you need to respect their no. And if you can't respect their no, then from a mile away, I can see why this person has put up a boundary with you or why they don't want to talk to you or be friends with you. And it's because there's a consent issue here. It's because you don't acknowledge what they want. You don't acknowledge their consent. You don't acknowledge their boundaries. And that's something we should all oppose. And I'm not going to collude with you to get around this person's boundaries. You need to respect this person's boundaries. You need to respect my boundaries. You need to be respecting people's boundaries out here, right? So the approach, I think you're recognizing that the approach is strange. And I think the approach, you're noticing it's strange because of the nature of this person that they were trying to target through you as well. Because this person that they were trying to get close to, and we'll talk about that in a second. But this is a nice person, like a very kind person. I think they're very social. I don't think it's hard to be friends with this person at all. I don't think it's hard to make a connection or have a conversation with this person at all. I think you know that about this person. I think a lot of people know that about this person. And they handle themselves very well socially, which should have I think you're realizing this, it should have alerted you in the past that if this person's having a problem or if this person's run into a wall with this person, there is most likely a reason why. And it's not your place to get around it, or maybe at the very least you needed to check with this person because this is a person who can be trusted to make their own decisions. And frankly, any adult can be trusted. Even if you don't like the decisions that somebody makes as an adult with their social circle, it's not your place. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you're kind of realizing this. Now, as you're backtracking though, you're thinking about like this person's approach to you because this person approached you very specifically and it's because of your proximity or your connection, your ability to get close to this person. And maybe you were flattered by that, or maybe you were flattered that this person in particular approached you, or you were flattered that they might have buttered you up and said, look, you're really good with people, or you're really good with this particular person and I'm having an issue, right? And they lied start to finish. So one is they said that there's been a misunderstanding here and there has been no such thing, okay? But they said, look, there's been a misunderstanding and no matter how hard I try with this person, they always just give me a wall. And I think you really felt for this person when they said that. Now, this person could not know this person at all. So it could have been like, listen, I really want to be friends with this person. I like them so much, but they never go in for friendship with me. Like they always kind of don't want to hang out with me or something like that. But it could be also that these two had some kind of relationship together and it doesn't even have to be a deep one. Like they could have just been trying to get to know each other. But what I guarantee happened is that this person did something weird, out of pocket, or they crossed this person's boundaries in a way that they absolutely should not have done. And they might have actually thought that because this person is very social and very nice, that they could do it and that they wouldn't have like resistance to it, or that this person would just keep trying to be nice. Because I think this person's used to this actually. I get a real like bullying energy, but I'm seeing like a dog like really nosing its ball like to it's just pushy. It's like very pushy with this person where they just keep pushing people's boundaries. And that was their intent to do with this person. And I don't think they expected to have a very clear no, or like some kind of the resistance that they met with this person. And that's what's bothered them. So there's been no misunderstanding here. This person's injecting a misunderstanding into your space in order to get you on side, in order to get you to collude with them and to be a part of their strategy. And this person is trying to cloak their strategy into something that seems well-meaning. So I think they told you, look, I'm having trouble getting around this person's wall. And they ask you to do something to, I think, ambush this person, to override this person's consent, to override this person's boundary. And I think that you participated in that because I think you believed the story that there was just some kind of like misunderstanding here. And possibly that this very nice, very kind social person that absolutely no one on the planet has ever had a problem with making friends with, is for some reason being unjustly inappropriate with this person by not, this person feels, I think I'm hearing it. I'm wondering if you're hearing it now because I'm hearing the consent issue and I'm hearing the entitlement. This person feels entitled to this person's space and their friendship because they're nice. No, just because a person is nice, then that doesn't mean that they owe you their friendship. This is a weird person. And I think that's what you're kind of recognizing here as well. And that brings me to the next thing that I think you realized is that this person's off their tree. Okay, because this person, it's not just a simple like, yeah, I just really want to bridge the gap with this person. I just really want to be friends with this person, blah, blah, blah. No, this person is way worse than that. This person is fixated. This person has an obsession with this person. And it's very, I don't even know the words. Like, actually, you know what it is? It's single white female. I need you to understand that. I need you to understand what I'm trying to say. It is so single white female, where this person, I feel like this person doesn't have actually a strong sense of self. I do think that they feel insecure. I think it's easy to feel sorry for a person like that, but you shouldn't feel sorry for a person like this because this is a dangerous person. It's like they're weird, they're fixated, and that can change to obsession and like crime is what I'm getting. And maybe that is what has happened here. But this is a dangerous person, certainly to their target. This is, like the stats on stalking, and it's not good. It's a bad sign if this person is essentially stalking this person. I don't think you know that, but that's what they're doing. And the stats on that the person just, pops out of their bushes and does something. We're talking about this kind of a person. That's the kind of unhinged quality here that you are dealing with, but they're sane washing it in front of you because they know, I think this person's had this feedback in the past. I don't know if it's from this person or if it's from other people where they kind of got called out on like this fixation. So they're really trying to hide it, but this person is very fixated. And like I said, they don't have a strong sense of self. They like this person. They want to be seen in the same light that this person is seen in. And that could be overall, or that could be in a particular group of people, but it goes way beyond that because that's kind of like a jealousy or an envy. Now, I think if this is the same sex person, it's very single white female, like almost to a T. They want to be this person. Okay. And it's not enough to just be like them. This person wants to worm their way in, become exactly like this person, and then take all their friends and their boyfriend and their job and kick this person to the curb. It's violent, it's cruel, it's weird, it's gross, it's evil, okay? But if it's somebody of the opposite sex, I think they want to be with this person. They want to be merged with this person. They want to control this person. This would be a dangerous kind of situation here, very dangerous, this like level of fixation here. So like I said, they're telling you that they just want to get close, but they actually, like I said, they're jealous, they're envious, they want to be like this person, they want to subsume the role that they play, and their sun energy, it's like their personality, the way that they're seen. I think this is a jovial person, a happy person, even a leadership-oriented person. This person like wants all of that so bad, but this is, they're in survival mode, this person, because they don't know how to build that for themselves, and this person would have a lot of work to do. But they don't approach it in the right way. So instead it's this very parasite kind of an energy where they try to take it from other people. But it's worse than that because this isn't somebody who just necessarily wants to attach themselves to somebody. They want to wear this person's like skin. This is so gross. I think you're realizing that. I think you're realizing that you could have really put somebody, I don't know if something did happen here. I keep hearing the word crime. I don't know if there was a crime that happened here, but there definitely is. That's like there's like high chance here. You got all the ingredients for like somebody to do some kind of crime to this person, because they're just so obsessed. And I don't think you realized how obsessed this person is with this person, and they're so desperate, and it's leading to this like survivalist strategy. Well, they'll do anything. They'll say anything. They'll misrepresent themselves 7 ways to Sunday in order to try to get you on side, so that you will knock down this person's boundaries or knock on their door or something, because you can do that. You are not a weird person. You have proven yourself a safe person. And for some of you have a good connection with this person. So they're going to try to get in the room with this person, and they're going to use you to do it. And maybe they already did. I don't know if this already happened or something, but you're kind of realizing that this person is off their tree and that you have colluded with this or something, So yeah, if you're wondering if this is a crazy person, they absolutely are. And however much you figured out about this person, it's worse than that. It's way worse than that. They're deeply fixated. It is dangerous. It's dangerous for everybody involved. If you're involved, it's dangerous for you. I just heard some of you have like a spouse or a girlfriend or somebody that lives with you. That person's also at risk. Like getting involved with this level of crazy is a risk for everybody. Because it looks like it's just and it's so strategic. And I think the strategy element of this spooks you because it changes it. Because I think that's really the ringer that you were told this is a misunderstanding. You believed that. And you've approached the situation from that. But the strategy involved, where you're realizing there was quite a bit of strategy of targeting you, or in the way in which you were approached, and in how this person presented themselves, and in the specific lies that they told. And I think for some of you, it's like the depravity or like the level of this person, the very fact that this person was given a boundary and not able to respect it, that's a dangerous person. So I think you're realizing that. And I don't know what it is that, so maybe there's like a truth here. Well, you're definitely realizing this person has not truthfully represented themselves, but I think you don't know how to express the truth, maybe to the police or like to some kind of authority, or like, yeah, you're realizing justice was not done in this situation and that somebody was not treated fairly. So I think one thing that you're learning about this person that you're generally friends with is that you had no right to determine who this person should or should not be around. If somebody is stating a boundary, they probably have their reasons, and you don't have to agree with their reasons for you to agree that their reasons and that their stance needs to be honored. Yes, you need that person's consent to be their friend or to be in their apartment. That's another thing that with this fixation, it's like, I'm seeing this person want to get in their apartment, or their home. They want to get in their apartment because they want to see this person's like living space, and they want to replicate it, or they want to just like, because I think they feel like they need that information about this person, this is definitely somebody who would snoop, but it's like, because they're trying to model themselves after this person, or they're trying to know if this is like opposite sex, they're trying to know how they need to present themselves to get this person, and they need the cover of like being in this person's inner circle before they subsume everything, because they need to just closely watch this person and just mimic it, and build relationships with their friends. And they need the cover of being this person's friend. So when somebody notices that they're being weird, I'm telling you, this person's gotten this feedback before. When people notice that they're being weird and that they're copying this person, that they have that cover of like, well, we're just really good friends. Well, we just hang out all the time, or we live together, or we this or we that. So we must have rubbed off on each other. That's not what's occurring here. It's weird. So when somebody tells you that it's weird, and believe them. So I think that you've learned that it's not your place, and that you really need to hold the line. And you could even say like, look, I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to tell this person that you approached me, and then watch what this person says. Cause I bet it'd be like, oh, no, because they're not telling you the truth. So anyways, that's what I have. If that resonates, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And this is a situation you need to take seriously. If this person's still around you, I don't know if you have a therapist or if you have somebody that understands like psychology or like I don't know. This is a dangerous person. So I would try to I wouldn't flare up around this person. I would just maybe slowly, I don't think it's actually even smart or safe for you to tell this person that you're onto them, that you realize they have this unhealthy fixation. I just think quietly slip out the back door. That's my advice, but I'm not a professional, and you may well need professional advice because this is a dangerous person. So anyways, that's what I have. If that resonates, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bye guys.